Mariners have been pretty quiet over the past couple of weeks, with the only signing really being Trevor Gott. Yeah, they got. But that's all about to change next week when the Mariners could possibly be making their biggest moves of the offseason, including filling their hole at second base and possibly trading for a left fielder or even signing one of the big name shortstops. Thanksgiving is over and now we're getting into the MLB Winter Meetings, the biggest time of year for the offseason. Usually the Winter Meetings is when big trades and big signings go down. When are the MLB Winter Meetings, you may ask? They start on Sunday, December 4th, and they go through Wednesday, December 7th. In 2011 at the Winter Meetings, the Angels signed Albert Pujols to a massive deal. By the end of the 2000 Winter Meetings, we saw Manny Ramirez and Alex Rodriguez sign massive deals. And in recent memory, we saw a Strasburg deal that eventually set the record for pitching. And then in that same week, Garrett Cole signed his deal with the Yankees for $324 million, setting that record instead. So yeah, the Winter Meetings are kind of a big deal for MLB, and Jerry Dipoto and Justin Hollander are going to be looking to finish off their holiday shopping with the Mariners. That should include signing or trading for a second baseman, and also picking up a left fielder, unless they want to give the job to one of Jared Kelenic or Taylor Trammell, hopefully not Jesse Winker. And while it's been a relatively slow offseason thus far, which is to be expected, I mean, we're kind of used to slow off seasons at this point, we could be looking at one of the bigger winter meetings that we've seen in years. This is the first time that all the GMs have been together in a building since 2019. Obviously with COVID, they kind of weren't allowed to do that. And Jeff Passan of ESPN said the dam started breaking on Monday when both free agent and trade calls between teams started to pick up. Whatever the true reason for the inaction, front office is slow playing, players sticking firm to their demands, or likely a combination of both, all the flirtation and posturing that has become the norm in baseball off seasons eventually gives way to the truth that teams need players, players need jobs, and those needs find common ground. All the front offices will be together in one place. They will be free agents at this hotel as well, and it just is the perfect storm for the Mariners to finally make the big deals that we've been waiting for them to make. Whether that be trading for Gleyber Torres or signing, I don't know, Adam Frazier back or something, who knows what it's going to be, the Mariners, as we've been told, are not really looking to spend a whole lot of money. At the time of recording this, Mariners Twitter is having their normal weekly breakdown, their meltdown. They're freaking out about the team and how they're not going to spend any money. We're used to this by now on Twitter. One of the reasons? Well, Scott Boras said that Xander Bogaerts is going to be staying at shortstop and he will not be moving to second base, which seemingly kind of knocks the Mariners out of that conversation. Obviously, they have spoken out clearly that they want to keep JP at short, and while I don't agree with the move, I don't think they're going to go back on that and all of a sudden sign someone who is saying they're absolutely not moving to second base. But the most exciting part of this meltdown that Mariners Twitter is having is this part from Ken Rosenthal. He talks about how the Mariners want to keep JP at short, and he said, but considering the expected prices for the big four shortstops, the Mariners are more likely to pursue a left-handed hitting second baseman who can platoon with Dylan Moore as well as a right-handed hitting outfielder. Rosenthal goes on to note Colton Wong, which we've talked about on the channel before, and he notes 3 new Rays. We have Jonathan Aranda, Taylor Walls, and Vidal Brujan, all 3 of them not really having a whole lot of major league time, and of course Brandon Lowe, which we've talked about. I'm not going to go into how I feel about this because, well, you guys know how I feel about the Mariners not spending on a second baseman / shortstop, but alas, this is just what Ken Rosenthal is saying. Please react accordingly. But starting on Sunday, we're going to have Jerry Dipoto and Justin Hollander in a room with all the other GMs in baseball. I promise you that they're going to make some kind of trade. After all, this is Jerry Dipoto, the guy that has made the most trades in baseball over the past God knows how long. There are talks the Aaron Judge sweepstakes could be coming to an end. There are talks that some of the shortstops are going to finally sign. And it looks like that the coming week is going to be the dam breaking on free agency and trade talks. And we're going to see a lot of big moves going around. While this is not technically a deadline, obviously this is not the trade deadline, but a lot of teams like to have their stuff done before they go home for Christmas. GMs like to take some time off around Christmas and they want to get their holiday shopping, or in these terms, their player signings, done before they go home for the holidays. And what better way to do it than shove all 30 teams in one place and make them talk to each other, force them to chit chat. And honestly, if I had to guess, I would say Jerry Dipoto is going to be spending a lot of time with the Yankees general manager and their front office to try and make this deal. I have that video on the screen now. I appreciate you guys watching this one, and go Mariners.